Well, hello, my beleaguered gig workers. How are you doing? Maybe you're not beleaguered. Maybe you're making money. Somebody wrote in a comment that they made $746 last week with Instacart. Good for them. I think that's terrific. And I know that she's an older gal, and I'm just delighted to hear that. Do you have your cuppa? I just finished mine off. Very, very strong Wicked Joe's, and I finished the bag. So we'll just have to stat another bag of Wicked Joe's or another type of strong coffee. So I hope you're having a good gig week. And I always look forward to my day off from my store job because then I can begin to do the point pickup and Instacart. I haven't gone back into the DoorDash or Uber Eats world yet. There's still so much seasonal traffic. The fall season is still pretty big on the Cape, and a lot of people come down because there's less kids and stuff like that. And the weather's, you know, perfect for like driving around, looking at things, going to lunch, doing a little shopping. Yeah, I mean, that's what people like me like. A good lunch, right? And then a nap, and then planning where to go for dinner. Does it get better than that? So, a lot of you are so wise to be doing the multi apping. It just makes sense in this world. And I'm so glad that you do it and you talk about it here. I don't have some of the options that a lot of the viewers have and talk about. And I think it's just great that they do it and they teach all of us a lot. If you read the comments, it's very helpful to see how they handle it. And a lot of them aren't afraid, aren't scared to drive to another community just to do that work. There's a community about 25 miles away, and they always, well, they used to have great Instacart offers. And, I have gone down to that area knowing that I'll do a few batches and make my 100 easy peasy lemon squeezy. I just have to drive the 25 miles, back home. But it makes it worth it because it's much more lucrative, and the people seem to have more of a reality of like tipping the shopper down there. There goes Freddie. And but I haven't revisited that yet. I almost had 2 days off in a row this week, but then I got a 7-hour cashier slot. So, and because it's overtime, I'll make money doing that more than the gig work part. And that's all good. But I love point pickup. That's really my favorite. I could spend my whole day off doing point pickup. It's great going in. And I guess because it's a busman's holiday sort of thing, I get to go to the other stores that have the drive up and go in store shoppers, and I get to see what it's like for them. So it's kind of fun. Um, but it's all good, and I love the products. I keep, when I'm shopping and somebody has an order for an item that I've never heard of before, I love it because it's like, I'm going to try that too. And so I'll just put it in my cart and bring it home and give it a try. I love things like that. It just works for me. And who knew? And I get to see the sale items. One of my favorite at-home things is Kerrygold butter. And before this, I think it's pretty much a month-long sale went on. It was $4.79 for an 8-ounce package of Kerrygold butter. But it's been $2.99, and that sale ends, I think, on Friday this week. So I've been stocking up on that, buying a few packages. And so the butter gets us through. It's just one of those little things that when you see it on sale, you're able to grab it as a shopper, right? I like that kind of stuff. And I'm always, I'm backup Betty, not in my car, in my supply on my shelves at fridge and freezer. I like the backups. I like to know. And it's funny because I was shopping for a lady yesterday, and she's great. I can call her on the phone and talk to her about substitutions, and she knows her stuff and she knows what she likes. And she's a lifetime Weight Watcher girl, too. So we have a lot to talk about because I'm pretty much keto all the time. That's my other YouTube channel. And so it's great talking with her because she knows her stuff and she knows what's been out of stock and everything else. And she loves her Kashi original cereal, and it's been out of stock. It's one of those supply chain things. It's just if we don't have it, we don't have it, and it's just what it is. It's pandemic. It's drivers. It's factories making it. It's just a combination of everything. But we have to. It's a disappointment we have to get used to. So she when I was talking to her, she said, "Yeah, in my Kashi original, I wonder if they'll ever have it on the shelves." Well, I secretly checked it out, and there it was. So I was able to get it for her. And so her husband usually is the person that picks up when I shop it. And so last week he came in with 4 brownies that were still warm for me. So I'm telling you, sometimes there's a tip that's better than cash. Those brownies were gone in the night. I shared them with Greg. And so, anyway, I was able to secure the original cereal. And so she didn't know it was coming. So it was kind of exciting. She was looking for small trash bags and they were out of stock. So on the app at work, I put them as a substitute, the Kashi cereal boxes. So the good part about shopping is that we get to see products that are new or products that are going to be discontinued. And it's just, if you take your job as a shopper professionally, whether it's Instacart, DoorDash, Corner Shop, Shipped, any of the apps that are available, you really want to know product availability, product placement, and things like that. And somebody wrote in a comment, she said, "I think that the Mucky Mucks, after their 3 martini lunch, they decide on product placement." Well, I had a skerfuffle. Is that the word? Skerfuffle? Something like that. With the person that anyway, a Mucky Muck that's above us. And I spoke up with my boss from the store there on the speakerphone. And I asked her, I said, "Have you ever done a shop with an app?" And she said, "No." Oh. So you definitely are going to understand how it all goes, right? When things are out of stock, or, you have things might be in stock, but the boxes are so damaged you can't use them, or the truck didn't come in yet, and we don't know if that cut of beef that's on sale will be on it. All the things that we as shoppers go through. And, we can cultivate our relationships with these people in produce, in the seafood counter, at the meat counter, in the butcher shop, the dairy people, asking them if they can go out back and check in the cooler. Has that Chobani flip come in? I had an order for 16 Chobani flips, and it's like there wasn't one Chobani on the shelf, much less 16 of all the same flavor. Flips flipped me out. So, we cultivate our stores, the people that we work with, the people at the deli that'll kind of, hustle for us because they know, in the stores that I work at, self-service is almost a thing of the past. There's still a couple that have self-service, but for the most part, we're getting in line with the cashiers, and sometimes there are excellent baggers, and sometimes there are people that they just gave a job to and that don't have a clue about bagging. So, as we all know, the danger, we can do the perfect shop. We can even put it on the conveyor belt, just perfect, right? I'll send the frozen down. You can put it all in one bag. I'll send the meat down. You can put all the meat in one bag. I'll send the dairy down. Please double bag, those 3 half gallons of milk. And you can, put the deli in between it, like for a built-in cooler. we send it all down the conveyor belt so carefully, and along comes the bagger, and it's like, you know, they'll either overbag because they don't have a clue, and I'll look at them and I'll say, don't pack it so heavy, especially when it's single bag and it's raining. But we all know those horror stories, and that's what this isn't about. This is just about, kudos to those of you that do the multi-apping, that look at each day as the adventure. That's how I look at it. I love the adventure of shopping. And so you never know what you're going to get. It's that box of chocolates. And so some days are easier than other. Oh my God, when you have a perfect shop, isn't that heaven? Not having any out of stocks, maybe even the customer is available, or maybe the shop is so perfect and the inventory and stock shelves are so perfect that you don't even have to communicate with them. You can just deliver this wonderful order where all their chobanis were there, all the types of lettuce that they wanted were there, the cut of meat that's on sale is there in the size that they requested. Oh, does it get better than that? No, it doesn't, because we are professional shoppers. We have a skill set that we are proud of. And yeah, it doesn't matter anywhere else in life, but we're proud of what we do. We take pride in what we do. And we hope that people notice that. And we communicate with our customers. And when it's out of stock, we have the right verbiage to give them that it's not on us. We're not, intentionally shorting them in their order. Some of them are so haughty and arrogant sometimes that, they assume that like we're really just screwing with their day to not give them the green grapes when they ask for green, and we end up getting red or something like that. I mean, sometimes it's so ludicrous. It's like, really? Do you even understand what it's like to be out here? And frankly, they don't. Just like, the lady at my company, my corporate job that I have, that's never done a shop, and yet she's in charge of 40 something stores, and she's never had an app in her hand gone up and down the aisles. That's crazy. That's like me being in charge of surgeons and questioning their work in the operating room. I mean, it's like, well, okay, maybe that's a little dramatic. Sarah gets a little dramatic at times. But, it's just nice to know that somebody has come up through the trenches and gets it, right? So we learn, and most of us have learned by our mistakes. That's how we learn. That's how it gets, learned, right? That's how we get smarter, wicked smarter. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. It's been a nice 13-minute video. I hope you had all of your cuppa like I did, and you get out there and get them, and it stays a great, lucrative job for you, and you don't have to have that panic when you wake up in the morning and you scroll through the offers and you just go, a triple batch. I'm paid $7. It pays a total payout of 23, and there's 67 items. And, when it puts 10.5 miles, don't believe the app. That's just where they cut it off, because they know, I'll do this, but I'm not driving more than 10 miles. Okay, well, you'll probably drive 21, but it's not telling you because it's Instacart. And if their lips are moving, which we never see or, hear, they're lying. That's Instacart. What else is new, right? At least they're predictable, right? Have a wonderful day. This has been Sarah, Gig Girl, Pearls of Wisdom. Bye-bye for now.